Guys, let's talk about Jaguar, the car manufacturer, the car maker of very cool and beautiful British cars, who has now attempted to rebrand. So their old lineup of cars, they are gonna go out of business, so it's just combustion engine models, and they want to go all electric, and that's perfectly fine. But first of all, let's have a look how cool that brand was. Just see there. This is how their cars used to look like. And in the past, they made video clips or advertisements like this one here.
And we all drive Jaguars.
Oh, yes. It's good to be bad.
Now they want to rebrand. They want not only to be rebranded, but they want to reinvent their brand, meaning they go all electric. Again, that's perfectly fine. Nothing to say against it. I mean, a luxury car manufacturer who's still in the combustion vehicles, well, I guess they will die a slow death maybe. So therefore, it makes sense to go all electric. That's perfectly fine. But the rebrand really backfired entirely. Let's have a look at the video quickly there at the rebranding advertisement they released just a couple of days ago. Wow, oh my goodness, really? Are they serious? Is this some wet dream of an LGBTQ plus minus activist, or what is that? Yeah, probably so, actually. If you look what their CEO and what other members of the management board of Jaguar have posted recently, yes, definitely they are following some kind of an LGBTQ agenda or woke agenda, whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter, it's all the same. And yes, I'm not a friend of that. I can clearly say that. So for that matter, well, yeah, I find it problematic. And not only that, I mean, if you just look at that video and if you look at the target audience of that video, I mean, who is that? And do you really think, or do they really think they can sell a future electric vehicles with this kind of an attitude, with this kind of a branding? I doubt it heavily. But this is actually not exactly what I wanted to talk about today. What I want to talk about is something entirely different, and it is called the death of detail. So you may ask yourself, what, the death of detail? I could also call it the lack or the loss of detail. Not that dramatic maybe, but I stick to the death of detail. What does it have to do with Jaguar? And a lot, actually, a lot. And this is where I'm coming from here with my video today. Let's talk about the death of detail and what it means to our society, what it means to this world we are living in. Have you ever noticed that nowadays most of new products, new buildings, modern architecture always looks a little bit like flat, meaningless, has no character whatsoever. Everything is white or gray or black. Just go to whatever car dealership and just look what they have. All their cars, they are white, black or gray, something like this. So where is the colorful cars from the 70s and the 80s where you had orange ones and green and blue and whatever else you wanted? But nowadays it's almost kind of everything is flat. And all those cars, They all look the same too. Again, going back here to Jaguar, and let's have a look at their 2023 car lineup. So this is the latest models they were selling right there. So if I look at them, I cannot really make a distinction here whether this is a Jaguar or whether this is a Mercedes or whatever, a Toyota, Lexus, whatever car manufacturer you think about. Their products, they always, or almost all of them, they look very similar. Just compare back to the old classic lineup from Jaguar right there. And look probably at older vehicles from, let's say, BMW, like right there. And you will see these cars, they had some kind of a character, right? It was not like everything was looking the same. So, and it's not ending there. It's not ending with car designs. Just look at the architecture. I'm going here at my hometown of Frankfurt. This is the historic buildings on one side of the market square. Look at those buildings there. And then look at the more modern buildings of Frankfurt right there. And then, just for you guys, guess where this picture was taken. Any idea? Could it be some city in Asia, North America, South Africa, Europe, England? Nope, it's actually Nairobi. So it all looks the same, right? So there is no distinctive feature whatsoever where you can say, oh, this is kind of our local architecture, or at least traditional architecture reflected somehow in the new building style. Nothing at all. It's just modern and could be everywhere. So now the question is, where does all this come from, and how does this Jaguar advertisement relate to it? The death of detail, yeah. Where does it come from, and who's responsible for all this? Is it just, I don't know, maybe a horde of grey old men in their suits who have nothing else to do but to bring us down to the lowest level, to leveling everything so that everything looks the same, that everything is bland and colorless and without character. I don't think that there is a conspiracy going on here on a worldwide level. I do think it is just, I don't know, maybe those people are just lacking imagination. They want to erase their cultural background. They want to get rid of anything that makes us unique. So nobody can be hurt, and wherever you go on this world, you will always feel at home because it all looks the same. Whether you go to a shopping mall in Nairobi, or you go to a shopping mall in Frankfurt or in New York City or wherever, Tokyo, it doesn't matter. You will find the same brands. You will find the same setup of shops and stores. They will all offer the same, and everything looks the same. So it's uniform. It's boring. It's bland. Nothing. So there is a certain group of individuals, I believe, who really like that setup, who really like to live in that kind of setup, and they misunderstand this for modernity. They think, yeah, everything is supposed to look the same because we are multinational, international, traveling from here to there, and we want it all the same. I'm looking at you guys who are the expats. Expats is people working abroad, and yes, often enough, they don't even want to learn about. We have expats here in Frankfurt in Germany, and they don't like it very much because not everybody speaks English. So they want to go to a restaurant, or they want to go to a shop or to the bank or whatever, and they would expect exactly the same service they would get probably in London or in the United States, or in South Africa or Australia, any English-speaking world. But they don't get it because this is Germany, and Germany is different. So they are unhappy about this. So you can see in the rankings, international rankings of expats, Germany notoriously falls short, simply because those people don't like that German is spoken, and that people in this country tick a little bit different than those in England or in Australia or elsewhere in the English-speaking world. This is sad, I believe, isn't it? Because the cultural background and our heritage is something to cherish and something to really to value. It is nothing just to go over and say this is old-fashioned, we don't want that, we only want to have these kind of bland and uniform buildings and labels and whatnot. Yeah, and this brings me back then to the infamous Jaguar ad, the woke one. If you look at this, shall I play it again? Yeah, let me play it again. Here we go. If you haven't heard about a Jaguar before, if you don't know that this is a car manufacturer, would you associate that clip with a car manufacturer with cool looking British cars? Probably not. You would probably think that's kind of a French handbag maker, or some exclusive perfume brand or something like this, or I don't know, but to me it has nothing to do with cars. It can be applied to all sorts of different products, probably not for baby diapers, but anything else. Yeah, you just slap it on there and say, yeah, this is the latest handbag from Jaguar, and people will say, wow, that's kind of And this, my friends, is where it all ends. Copy nothing is what the ad says. And yes, absolutely, there is nothing to copy, because there isn't anything left that it's worth copying. So this is where we are nowadays, and I think it's about time to really to rethink where we want to go with our future. So thanks for listening, thanks for watching. Hope you find that insightful, and even more so, just subscribe, like and comment. See you then.